Burning a little sage here. So today's video, I'm going to jump right in to manifestations, which, let's get my energy going here. I'm going to talk about manifestations, which I've talked about slightly in previous videos, but today we're on a whole new level. When I first started learning about the law of attraction, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing, I'm going to be breaking down for you 7 ways that you can manifest money very fast, very fast, like that fast. These are techniques and applications that I received directly from Eric Ho or Sri Akarshana. If you're not familiar with him, I encourage you to look him up on Facebook. He is the creator of the Creators Lifestyle Circle and Freedom Lifestyle Groups. So he's basically like a yogi. And I have notes here that I'm referencing, so bear with me when you see me look down. I'm just checking my notes because I want to make sure I give you guys all this great information. So Eric Ho, who recently changed his name to Sri Akarshana, is basically like a yogi master, motivational speaker, kind of life guru sort of personality that I first ran into on YouTube. And that was back in July of this year. So since July, I've been learning about the law of attraction, existential existence, and manifestations, which manifestation and law of attraction go hand in hand, as well as, existentialism. But today I'm going to actually break down for you the 7 ways that Master Sri Akarshana developed and came up with, some of the ways he found based on the book, The Secret. And then the other 6 ways that I'm going to share with you, he actually just kind of gathered over his years of research and retreats and trips to the Himalayas and trips to other spiritual, mystical countries and things like that, where he gathered all this information and kind of bundled it all up nicely for us to all kind of benefit from and learn from and have an extended life, an advanced life, elevated life. Burning a little sage here. Peace and blessings and abundance to you all. So if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure if you like this video to go ahead and click the subscribe button and also give it a thumbs up, and then leave a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. If you are one of my almost 1,500 subscribers, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are doing great things here on this channel. I am basically here to help you guys build your conscience, expand your conscience, and really learn how to create the life that you want, whether you want to be free from depression, free from being broke, free from living paycheck to paycheck, free from the single life. If you want to find love, if you want to find marriage, if you want to find happiness, I can teach you how to do all those things here on this channel by simply opening up your awareness and helping you to expand your conscious awareness, basically. So let's jump right into it. 7 ways that you can use to manifest money fast. 7 techniques or things you can do to help you manifest money fast. Now, if you're not familiar with the law of attraction, or if you're not familiar with manifestation, I would encourage you to pause this video right here and go down to my manifestation videos. I believe there were maybe 3 or 4 manifestation videos. You'll notice them because they have the yellow square over the thumbnail in the video, or over the thumbnail rather. So you can click on those and watch those, or you can go to Google or any of your, usual research platforms and look up manifestation. But basically the whole idea, just to give, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to that terminology, just to give you a little summary of what it means to manifest. It's basically like speaking something into your existence. And the great thing about the law of attraction is that it's happening all the time. You're using it all the time, whether you know it or not. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you are using the law of attraction in your entire life. That's why your entire life is the way it is. When you stop and you look around at the things you have, the relationships you possess, the things that you've lost, the things that you gained, all of your life lessons are all a production of your creation, of your mental creation. And the great thing, and so when you realize that, you can kind of make the choice for yourself mentally. Well, if I'm working with the law of attraction all the time, and if I'm already unconsciously creating my entire environment and my future and my reality and my present, well, not my future, but my present reality, then why not learn how to do this consciously, or where I'm aware of what I'm creating? So that's what this channel is about. It's about helping you to expand your level of awareness, realize the power and the benefit of waking up and knowing who you are, what you truly are internally, and then learning to work with that energy that you have with the universe given to us by our creator. So it's your birthright to have this power, to create whatever present you want for yourself and then impact whatever future you want for yourself. So that's kind of the law of attraction summed up. Whatever you focus on expands. Whatever you expect, you receive from the universe, and whatever you sow, you also reap. So that's kind of all like the law of attraction. Now there are 7 ways using the law of attraction that you can increase a money manifestation. Like most people in the world, you want more money, or you have a desire for more money, whether it's make a certain amount of money a year from a job, or if you want to have passive income, or if you just want to get rich overnight. Like, you must have clicked on this video because you have some dream of receiving increased money in your life. So let's jump right into how we can start attracting that money quickly. The first thing to do, and this one I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of before, is having a vision board. So I'm going to put this out. With a vision board, most of the times you think about a vision board and it's something that you do that's like a 1D board, where you either write something down on a piece of paper, different things that you want, or you can like put together a collage on your phone. I recently put together a collage on my phone for my phone home screen with some things that are on my vision board. But this technique is also a really good one, and a kind of a new idea. I know when I first heard it from Akarshana, it was new for me. I never really thought about doing it this way, but he recommends doing a 3D vision board. 3-dimensional vision board. Oh, what was that? 3-dimensional vision board. 3D. I hope that's the right way. 3D. 3D vision board, and you actually take the objects or representations of the objects that you wish to attract or that you want for your future, and you put them on your board. So if you are looking to attract more money into your life, or to bring more money into your life, which is the point of this video, then you would actually take money, stacks of money, little stacks of money. It could be $2, $3, $10, $20, and literally put them around your house. Have a physical, visible representation of money. And then what you want to do with that money, like when you sit back and think, well, I want the money because of this reason or that reason, have those little pictures around your home as well. So if you are wanting more money so that you can travel the world, buy a little globe, for your home and place it somewhere, or put your passport out on your desk, or make a bank statement. Sri Akarshana recommended actually making a bank statement, creating a bank statement that shows that you have all this money on it, and leaving it somewhere where you can pick it up and look at it every day, or making yourself a check, writing out a check or printing a check that actually shows where you are being paid a certain dollar amount by a company or by whomever, and leave that somewhere. Put it in your wallet. If some of you who are familiar with the law of attraction will probably know that Jim Carrey, very famous person, Mr. James Carrey, I don't know if it's James, it might just be Jim. But anyway, Jim Carrey said that before he became famous, he wrote out a check to himself for $1 million that he dated for a year from the date that he wrote it. He dated a check for a year from the date that he wrote it, and he told himself, in a year, I'm going to be able to cash this check. And he did other things that helped him to manifest too. He visualized, and he drove to, a place in Hollywood where he could look out on mansions that were like his dream homes. And he talks a lot about how he manifested his acting career. So if you haven't seen those videos of Jim Carrey talking about the law of attraction, it'd be good for you to go and check those out, because that check idea was actually something that he did as well, and it worked for him. Speaking of celebrities who talk about the law of attraction, if you want to hear more about celebrities who actually talk about the law of attraction and the secret of really manifesting what you want, which when you hear me referring to The Secret, it's actually the title of a book that talks about manifestation and law of attraction. So it's a good book to have. If you don't have it, go grab yourself a copy. Steve Harvey was actually recently on the radio. I'm here in North Carolina, so I don't know if this, like, how far the radio station broadcasts, but he was on the radio, I believe, either Friday or Saturday, talking about the power of attraction and the law of attraction. And Oprah Winfrey also talks a lot, or she has a lot of videos on YouTube where she's being interviewed and talks about the law of attraction and the power of harnessing your conscious mind to attract what you want consciously for your life. So yeah, go check those individuals out as well. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. So 3D vision board is number one. And the importance of the 3D vision board is that by putting those items in your focus and your physical vision, it is kind of like a reminder to your brain of what you're working on. Because it's easy to wake up in the morning or to pray at night and say, oh, I just wish I had more money, or I wish I wasn't broke all the time, or this or that, or I want bigger things for my life. But then as soon as you get in, go out into the world, after you put your clothes on, you go out, step foot into the world, or nowadays it's even sooner than that. As soon as you open up your phone and start scrolling on Facebook, you completely forget about what you were praying for and requesting to manifest, and you go back into that normal mundane life of lack and I don't have and there's not enough and woe is me and why is life so bad, and you kind of start automatically working out of harmony with that initial vibe that you had when you were praying in the morning or when you laid down the night before. So the 3D vision board is just a reminder to your brain to focus on what you want, which is a key for manifestation. Don't focus on what you don't want. Don't talk about what you don't want. Act like what you don't want doesn't even exist. If you want to find a good man, never talk about bad guys in the past relationships you had where men were crap and all that. Act like they don't even exist. Act like the only thing that exists in your mind, in your world, are good available men. Same thing with money. If you want more money and if you want abundance in money, then you have to get yourself to act like and to feel like there is no lack anywhere in your life. And these things take time. And it takes a lot of effort. There are a lot of different practices and techniques you can put into play to really get this going for yourself. But it is very worth it. People are turning their lives around, as quickly as they can put these steps in process for themselves. But the reason why the entire world is not rich is because it does take self-control. So, okay, going off on a tangent. Let's get back into number two. Number two is surround yourself with a wealth vibration frequency. So what this basically means is that Sri Akarshana, which is so much easier just to call him Eric Ho, but he changed his name, so I'm gonna call him what he calls himself. Sri Akarshana had a saying when he was Eric Ho, he also still says it now, that your net worth equals your network, or your network equals your net worth. So if you are like 90% of the people in the world, your friends and your family are probably not rich. They're probably not swimming in money and having all types of abundance. So your core group of friends and the core group of people that you hang out with or that you talk to at work, your network, probably does not have the net worth that you are wanting to bring into your life. Now, that doesn't mean, I'm not saying that you have to not hang out with people that you used to hang out with or cut your family off or anything like that. But what I am saying to this point is that you want to start becoming conscious of surrounding yourself with people that have the net worth that you're trying to attain in life. Now, you might be thinking, well, I don't know anybody that has the net worth that I'm trying to attain in life. And this was the same thing I thought months ago when I first heard this tip from Sri Akarshana. Like, how am I supposed to surround myself with people that have millions of dollars if I don't know anyone that has millions of dollars? Well, this little device right here is amazing because we live in such an abundant age of technology. You can bring anything right into your living room just with your phone. So what I did when I was first starting on my journey for manifestation to accomplish this second bullet of surrounding myself with wealth vibrational frequency was I changed, and like just like that, I changed what I watched on TV, what I spoke about, the conversations that I allowed in my presence, what I added to conversations that I couldn't, like if I can't, obviously you can't control what other people are talking about, but if I was in a situation where I was not able to kind of monitor or mold the conversation that I was already a part of. Like if you're at work or, I drive for Lyft. So if someone's talking to you about something that, obviously you can't control, I would at least be very conscious. I made sure I was very conscious of what I was adding to that conversation. So even if you're not around someone that has the amount of money that you are trying to attain through manifestation and through law of attraction, you can surround yourself with that frequency by finding a network online that you can kind of join groups of people who have the same aspirations that you have, or find people that you can follow who are wealthy, who talk about their wealth and how they amassed it, how they received it, how they got it. And you can surround yourself with that by just being on your phone and letting that be what you instead of going to your friend's house where you guys sit and drink and talk about how horrible your jobs are or whatever, which, we do that. That's just part of being human. You want to be around people that you can relate to. But if it is your dream to be part of that small percentage, I think it's like 1% of the population who are actually rich, then you have to make some sacrifices. You can still love your friends, still wish them well, still pray for them every day, but you have to become conscious of surrounding yourself with the frequency of wealth that you want to attain. And the benefit of doing this is that everything is energy, and energy is everything. So, and if you're new to existentialism, you can leave some comments down below and I can make some more videos if there's enough demand to explain exactly what I'm talking about when I say that, or you can just go out and watch a video on it. But if you were to take like a piece of your flesh and put it under a microscope and superimpose that image of your flesh, you would see that even though your skin looks like it's just sitting here solid and not moving, we are made up of atoms and molecules and all kinds of things that are constantly moving and in motion. And every single thing that you can think of, everything that you pick up, everything that you touch, everything that you can see is made up of energy. It's made up of molecules and things that are actually moving, but they're moving so fast that they appear to be solid. So knowing that energy is everything and everything is energy, if you surround yourself with people who are wealthy, they have an energy of wealth. They have an energy of abundance. They have an energy of prosperity and financial freedom and things like that. And energy is transferable. Energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can only be transferred. So that energy can actually transfer to you. You'll pick up tips on money, wealth, financial abundance, financial, management, all kinds of things like that. So that's the benefit of surrounding yourself with the vibration of wealth that you wish to attain. Point number 3, where are we at with time here? Okay, so point number 3 is you're becoming aware of what you say to yourself inside of your head, internally. All day long, everyone that you ever meet, besides maybe a handful of people who are enlightened, go around all day long talking to themselves. We all do it all day long. You go around talking to yourself. Well, that was dumb for that person to do, or look at this idiot over here doing this, or okay, now I got to go do this. Like, we're constantly talking to ourselves all day long. Thank God it happens inside of our head, because if we were literally walking around talking to ourselves all day, the way we do in our head, people would think that they would know that we were crazy. But becoming aware of this internal dialogue that you have inside of your head is very, very important. And it's super important when it comes to manifesting money, because going back to that idea of when you pray for one thing and then you get up all day and you talk about or think about or surround yourself with something else, that ties right back into being aware of your internal dialogue. So when you wake up in the morning and you do your visualization and you do your manifestation and you pray and you do all your steps for your manifestation in the morning, the worst thing for you to do, the worst thing that's going to mess up everything you just, all the previous things you just did, the worst thing to do, the most dangerous thing to do for a money manifestation is to then go about the rest of your day talking about how broke you are, or thinking about how broke you are, even if it's your physical reality. That book, The Secret, talks about it takes a mastermind to be in a situation of poverty, but only focus on wealth all the time, mentally, to just focus on wealth and abundance and to be grateful for that wealth and abundance. And that is really the trick to manifestation. Regardless of what is in your current present reality, you have to get your mind to a place, and this is where meditation helps. And all those practices, you'll start seeing how all these things kind of tie in. Meditation helps you to concentrate and to focus on just what is in your present. And in doing that, you can turn off that internal dialogue that's saying, okay, did good. I did my morning meditation. I did my visualization. I have my 3D vision board. all that's done, let me get ready for work. And then you start with, oh, I hate my job. Oh, this check is going to be so small. Oh, I got to pay all these bills when I get my check, or I'm so broke, or my bank account is so empty, or there's no money in my account. You start, and every time you have one of those dialogues or one of those conversations with yourself in your brain, that thought is going to trigger an emotion. And that emotion is going to trigger another thought. And then that thought is going to trigger another emotion. And once you start doing that, you automatically start lowering your vibration. The vibration that you're trying to build, to amass your wealth and to increase your income and all that stuff and decrease your finances, you automatically bring it down when you start thinking about lack and what you don't have and what you need or what you want. So it's very important to become aware of your internal dialogue and to develop a way to interrupt that pattern. So a pattern interrupt is when you snap yourself out of any sort of negative thought that you're having, which we've all done this from time to time. You go to say something inappropriate about somebody or to make an inappropriate joke, and you tell yourself, oh, no, let me not say that. Let me not say that. Let me not think that way. Let me not. So we've all done those pattern interrupts before with ourselves. And you have to learn how to start doing that. You have to start putting that into practice when it comes to manifesting money. Don't let yourself all day long think about being broke, feeling broke, zeros in my bank account, but I don't have, but I really don't have, but I really don't have. Stop yourself. Pop yourself on the hand, pinch yourself, curse at yourself. Do something to interrupt your brain from that constant cycle of thinking about what is lacking. You know what I mean? The only thing you want to think about, what you want to train your brain to think about all the time, is abundance and wealth. So I wanted to have this hat on for the whole video. Don't let yourself think about, and I'm being serious, guys. I know I joke a lot or whatever, but seriously, don't let your brain slip into the habit of just thinking about lack all the time. You have to cut that dialogue off and think about abundance. Put yourself in that new house that you're going to buy when you get your money. Put yourself in that new car that you're going to be driving when you get your money. Put yourself in the mall buying the things that you're going to buy when you get your money. Feel yourself giving money to your friends and your family and helping them out, or whatever it is your plans are with this money. Live there in your head. Live there and don't allow any other thought to come in and bring your vibration down. So that's point number 3. I'm going to move along kind of fast because I didn't want this video to be too long. Point number 4 is financial education. Educate yourself financially in preparation for when that money is physically yours. But by building your financial education, you are preparing yourself to inherit that blessing, that manifestation that you're calling into your present existence. And you're also keeping your mind focused on abundance. And remembering that what you focus on expands. By focusing on your financial education, along with your internal dialogue, along with your net worth equaling your network, along with your vision board, all of these things are speeding that manifestation of money to you, speeding it up, allowing it to gain momentum and rush to you. And remember, keep in mind that God has the universe set up to give you whatever you want and whatever you expect. But it's whatever you give the energy to the most that you're going to get. So if you want one thing, but you expect its opposite with more energy and emotion is the key. If you want the opposite of what you're praying for with more emotion and energy than what you want, you're going to get what you expect. So expect great things, basically. Expect the great things, want great things, and expect great things. Think about great things. Focus on the best, and you will have the best. Okay, point number 5. Reprogram your mind with success affirmations. So in point 3, we talked about cutting off that negative, any sort of internal dialogue that is not leaning you towards manifesting wealth and money. This 5th point about success affirmations is very, very important, because if all of your life you've only ever had internal dialogues about a lack of money, which many of us have, I think I could probably safely say for most of my life, I've only had internal dialogue about, how money doesn't grow on trees and the love of money is the root of all sorts of, I know you got somebody out there can finish that statement. These are the internal dialogues that most of us have been raised with and have repeated our entire life. So the importance of reprogramming your mind with success affirmations is you're giving your brain something else to draw on other than that old rhetoric. And again, you're trying to break the cycle of Whatever lack of abundance you have right now, whatever financial problems you have right now, you're trying to break that and draw into your life an abundance of money and wealth. And success affirmations will help you to do that because it's giving your brain something else to focus on. And there are probably thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions maybe of different affirmations you can use for success. But I would encourage you to look some up on YouTube, or if you want, I can create some affirmations that I use daily. I can make a video on them if there's enough of demand. You can leave a comment below requesting success affirmations, and I can make a video on that separately. But get you some affirmations. They are very important because as you're stripping away that old personality that thought you could only be poor in life, that thought there was not enough money to go around, that thought there was no such thing as the possibility to really be rich unless you were famous, as you strip all that old rhetoric away, you're going to need to replace it with something. And success affirmations, I am affirmations, affirmations for wealth and money and health and all that, that's what you want to replace it with, because that's the positive thinking and the positive energy that you want to be putting out into the world. The sixth point is visualization. So this is something that I do all day long. Visualization for me is like another way of daydreaming. So think of visualization as daydreaming. We all kind of get lost in our thoughts sometimes and we daydream, and someone will say, hey, yo, wake up, wake up, wake up. And you kind of snap back into life. So visualization is basically just mentally picturing yourself in the life that you want to have, or that you picture yourself having when you have however much money it is that you want to have. So like I was saying earlier, drive that car, live in that house, buy those things, be that person. And most importantly, when you're visualizing, feel how you would feel, or at least think about how you would feel. Imagine how you would feel when you have all those stacks of money. Imagine how you would feel when you open up your phone and check your bank account and it shows $250,000 or tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, however much money you're visualizing and you're manifesting. Imagine opening your bank account or opening your bank statement on your phone, or your physical bank statement if you get it in the mail still, and seeing all that money and how it would feel. Imagine how it would feel when you're walking through the mall and you're buying all the things that you want to buy without a care in the world about bills that are coming due or when you're getting your next paycheck. Imagine how it's going to feel when you can walk into your job and say, here's my 2 weeks notice. I know, thank you for the opportunity. I'm moving on in my life. I am now rich. Well, you don't have to say all that when you quit, but imagine how all those things will feel when you visualize, when you daydream. Energy, or emotion rather, and Sri Akarshana says this a lot, emotion is energy in motion. And the more energy you put into your visualization, the faster along you're going to see it manifest in your life. So energy, emotion rather, is very, very important when you're visualizing. Don't sit there and visualize and be like, okay, well, Jay said, just Boss said, I've got to, visualize. So let me visualize. Okay, I'm going to be in the mall and I'm going to be buying stuff. And I'm going to be with my friends and I'm going to have this new car and that new car. And yes, I live in this nice house now. Don't visualize like bah humbug, like, yeah, but this isn't true. Visualize like, wow, that's going to, feel it. Let that emotion carry you into that daydream, and do it often. In Sri Akarshana's video, he said morning, noon, night, and throughout the day. It's not going to hurt anybody if you're in your mind visualizing yourself walking in some red bottom shoes, or in some, whatever it is you want to do with your money when you get it. You're not going to hurt anybody, not yourself, not the next person, if you daydream about those things and visualize yourself doing those things. The more I was visualizing, the more I started I felt all of my energy increasing. I was happier all day long. I was more peaceful all day long. I was more grateful all day long, because you realize that as you're doing these things, you're really creating these things with the universe. This is all part of how the law of attraction works. Then again, if you have not read the book, The Secret, I encourage you to get it. There are free versions available. There are discounted versions available. There are new and used options out there. So no excuses. It is a book to have. It is a book to love. It is a book to live by. Finally, this brings us to point number 7, which is IPA, as Sri Akarshana explains it, or income producing activities. So this is where the action or the works come into place. The Bible says that faith without works is dead. So far we've been talking about the building of faith and all these things that we're talking about, that I'm talking about, the law of attraction, all that stuff. This is all, if you're, a religious person and you just kind of happen on this video and you're thinking, oh, this isn't godly, this isn't, of God. This is all exactly what God created us for. If you don't believe me, open your Bible and read some of what Jesus taught us about receiving blessings and how to manifest things in our life. Read the parable that he told his disciples about how to move a mountain. Okay, read that. If you read that scripture, I think it's Mark 11:24, read that. He's describing the law of attraction. He's describing manifestation. He's describing bringing things into your reality. But we know that in coupling with having that faith, know this is mine, I know it's mine, I know it's mine, you also have to have works. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to go out and get a certain job. That doesn't mean that you have to quit your job. That doesn't mean that you have to go and invest money. It doesn't mean that you actually have to physically do anything to go out and grab that money and bring it to you, but you do have to do something. So think about activities that will help you to produce income producing activities. Okay? And you go out and you get yourself involved in these activities, and you'll notice that even if the money doesn't come from that activity, it's still being drawn to you because you're not just sitting on your butt waiting for stuff to happen. You're actually going out and doing things. Now, if you already have a job, then that's kind of like your income producing activity. That's what you're doing. So when you go to your job and be there whole souled, with your whole attention, with your whole heart. Don't be there and be griping about your job. I hate this job. The checks are too low. Don't do that. Don't do that. Remember, positive energy, positive growth, focusing on abundance only. Go to your job and be there whole souled. Think of these income producing activities and be actively thinking about these things throughout your day. And again, that's keeping your focus and your attention on what you want. You want to do things that bring activity into your life, and focusing on that, on those IPAs, those income producing activities, will help you to expand that reality into your present world. So that is it for this video. 7 ways from Master Sri Akarshana to manifest money into your life fast. Try these 7 ways, apply them. Let me know how they worked out for you. And if you want more information on how to do these things, or if you want me to break down any of these steps further, leave a comment down below and let me know. Again, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment below. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I love to connect to my subscribers, and to my existing subscribers, peace, love, and abundance to you all. Thank you so much for rocking with me all this time. We are growing and we are doing big things. So in parting, I will say this for your Monday motivation for the rest of the week: keep your elevation high, keep your energy high, keep your thoughts positive, and only think about what you want. At this point, you spent your entire life thinking about what you don't want and how much you don't want it and how much you want to avoid it. You will now have the permission from the universe to think about just what you want. From this day forward, be determined to only think about what you want. Peace, love, blessings, and abundance to you all. I am Jessica Ba, and I will see you next time.